All right, welcome back, fools. Today is a huge day. You have no idea. Fresh in from Vermont via Vegas and every watering hole of ill repute in between. The captain, my ride or die, my friend since 8. We might be brothers. That's a story from another time. And it's special because you have not met the captain yet, and today's adventure is going to be seeing a very, very special boat, which is near and dear to the captain, and maybe tell us a quick reason why.
Fiesta, my father's boat. We grew up on that boat, started when I was sailing when I was 12 years old. We used to move it up and down the coast from the Chesapeake Bay to Camden, Maine, every year back and forth, and had some great times there. And of course, did a lot of racing here in Camden and down the Chesapeake in the fall. So it's an old friend of mine.
And sadly, the time has come that she has to be sold, and so we're going to go explore the boat today and tell you about Fiesta's owner, the captain's dad, who is a prolific sailor and racer, and have some fun in the process. So come along. We're going to go take a look.
Take a look.
All right. Okay, here we are at Safe Harbor. We're going to go in and find Fiesta, and we're going to, I'm not sure why. Hey, genius, why are you doing that?
Oh, yeah. Let's go this way.
This looks easier, just saying. Wow, look at that prairie schooner right there. Ooh, look at that Thunderbird. Oh, your lung sounds good.
Thank you.
All right, let's go find Fiesta.
Where?
A lot of power boats in here. What'd they say, down on the right?
Somewhere is the elusive Fiesta down here on the right.
Fiesta is a 1980 CNC 40 centerboard. A storied boat. And you're going to hear a story or two today. Giorgio Devani? Huh?
Pedigree.
Solid racing pedigree. I don't see any sailboats in here.
Oh, here's one. No, that's not her. Wait. Hey. It smells something.
Smells familiar?
Yeah. I can smell that boat a mile
Frisky.
away. Ah.
And they left a ladder. Hey, that's nice. Hey, this is like a Dexter episode. Don't murder me and wrap me in this plastic. Let's not go up on the bow. That seems like
Fiesta.
Hey, forever.
There she is.
We're going to find a way into this big girl. So, yeah, you can see blade of paint still on there. CNC 40, she is a centerboard with a shoal keel.
Centerboard. Draws 4.5 feet without the centerboard down, 8.5 feet when she's down. Nice folding prop.
Oh, yeah. Two-bladed.
Oh, sexy.
Look at that. I might have to get a light on here.
Yeah, I think so.
For a second.
There we go.
We shed some light on this.
Folding prop.
Yep. Two-blade folded prop. That zinc actually lasted pretty well.
Yeah, not
Might
bad.
be replaced, but
She needs a bit of love to the undercoat.
just just a good power wash and probably a sand. You got a semi-balanced spade rudder there. Looks like nice. And what color is she? She's like a
It's like a beige.
and Fiesta green, cove stripe, and boot top. Nice.
And currently for sale by East Coast Yacht Sales.
Yes, sir. And we'll post that information in the description below. Yeah, let's take a look at the other side. No plastic on this side.
Really?
It'll make it easier to get up.
This must be the...
I bet someone came and looked at it at some point.
Well, it is for sale after all.
True. Yeah, it looks like it needs maybe a good scrape on the bottom, maybe a soda blast. But, original gel coat on her, and could use a nice wax and buff, and she'd clean right up. Let's go up on deck and take a little look-see. But she's in good shape for what is she? She's 43 years old.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've got twin winches, Genoa spinnaker, mirrored on the opposite side as well.
Nice.
Shaper block system, reefing lines, out haul, goes to its own self-tailing winch. She's set up for some serious sail changes, which is nice.
Yep. So a great around the buoy racer and distance racer, I would reckon, based on my memory of most of my formative years sailing, looking at the stern end of this thing from far away.
Good size forward hatch for putting down your gear.
Yep.
And your sail changes. Head hatch.
What's this track?
Oh, that's the baby stay.
Okay.
A little tension for the mid for the mast going forward. Lots of blocks.
And this is keel step.
It is.
Nice. It's a big stick that goes in there. Jeez.
Good size that boom too.
Yeah, Woo. It's a big boom. That'll knock you out.
Definitely, definitely.
So she was. How did your dad find her?
Boat show down in Annapolis. She was the queen bee of the show. She's got a lot of aftermarket properties and a very nice cherry finish with teak inside.
All right, we'll go take a look. So, if I'm understanding you correctly, she was the model boat for the 1980 Annapolis Boat Show.
Annapolis Boat Show. She went unsold. Stayed that way for a year, and the market tapped out. My father was able to pick her up for a very fine price.
So, all right. So she was. So since she was the showboat, she had some extra bells and whistles.
That's correct.
All right. Extra speed, as it were.
See.
All right.
Well, she's a little torn apart right now, but she's got 2 pilot berths. Salon.
Yeah.
Seats 4 comfortably. Nice center table.
Dinette.
Yeah.
Leaves go up. Yep.
The leaves go up. There's your spot for your booze.
Hey, we have one of those on the Morgan. Nice.
Empty.
Darn it. That's not the case on the Morgan, I'm happy to say. And a heck of a nav station.
Beautiful.
Yeah, that's nice. Quarter berth back here. Nice galley.
Yeah,
nice cutting board.
Gimbaled stove.
That's
Sinks.
dual sinks near centerline, which is ideal. Ice box. Probably a mouse in here. Whoa.
I hope not.
Do you guys have refrigeration on this?
No, just ice.
Yeah, that's what we've got. Yeah, that's a big ice box.
It is.
That's
Rather
nice.
large.
Rather large.
Single head port side. And the forecastle. Wow, it's dark up in here.
Yes, sir. Hey, what's this? You have a battery here. That's interesting.
Yeah, it's, twin battery banks, port and starboard.
Stereo
One's
system.
the house system, the other's for the starter. That's the starter's battery there.
Gosh, the sole floor is in nice shape.
Oh, I think we put a few coats of poly on them, yeah.
Yeah? Oh, good. You know how to do it then, because you got to do it on our boat.
Wet locker. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Nice.
It's
Nice and deep.
Then we got the head. Careful, I don't know what that looks like right now, but
Looks great, actually. And maybe the cleanest I've ever seen it.
I like the woodwork. It's really,
Yep.
it's really beautiful. Solid doors.
And all the doors closed properly. Nice V berth.
Lots of storage, which is nice. Big V berth.
Big V berth. And this centerpiece comes out, obviously. Like
Yeah, it lifts right out.
Yeah, you got some storage under there.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Yeah, this is a lot of boat.
A lot of boat.
Good for a small family or someone who might be a race enthusiast.
Similar displacement as the Morgan 38.
Yeah, but quite a bit faster, I might say.
She's a bit faster.
All right, so I thought I'd just get a shot of this V-berth without BoatFool number 2 in the way, because he's rather large and takes up a lot. But this is a nice size. I am over 6 feet, as is BoatFool number 2, and this you can easily fit in here. Plenty of, and it's got the nice teak sides there, which it makes it a little warmer. This is a big boat. Oh, he's opening up the engine. Hey, can you hear me back there? This is
yeah.
All right,
Oh, yeah,
this is a big
engine compartment here.
This is a big boat.
Looks like the original Yanmar.
Oh, she's a Yanmar.
Oh yeah.
All right.
Looks pretty good shape.
Do you know if she's ever been rebuilt or taken apart, or she's just all original?
I think she's the original engine.
Yeah. Fuel filter, oil filter.
Yeah, yeah. Belts look in pretty good shape too.
Yeah, no dust on it
Oh,
from the belts.
you know,
good
the old
tension.
man didn't use the engine too much. He sailed everywhere he could.
Yeah. Good man.
Yeah.
And decent access. Can you access it from? Looks like you can get in from a lazarette out there.
Yeah, Port Lazarette. You can get down there and access the drive shaft and
Yeah, transmission part of it.
all that good stuff there. Yeah.
Nice.
Hot
Very
water
nice.
heater. Leave the hot water heater under here. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hot showers, baby.
Yep. And she does have a shower on that head, right?
Yeah.
It's a wet head.
Yeah.
And
Dedicated sump. Yeah.
yeah, this is and you're taller than I am. You're what, 6'2"?
6'2", and I can walk in here. Except sunglasses.
For your sunglasses, scrape those up. You can just well, if you comb that mop, you
Well,
might be
yeah.
able to, yeah. Anyway,
It's a spike.
good headroom. Good headroom. Compression post here next to the mast. And I was gonna check check your bilge.
Oh no. Check my bill.
Not your bilge, the boat. Sorry, boat bilge. Don't make this weirder than it already is, being on a dark boat.
yeah. There you go.
There we go. All right. Could probably use a little clean down in there, but that's just probably antifreeze actually.
Yeah.
For the winter. Yeah.
I think so.
Not bad. What is it? Aluminum?
Yeah.
Wow. Impressive.
Cribbing.
All right. Well, let's go up on deck and we'll talk about this boat a little more. But this is, I would say, given the fact that it's torn apart for winter, it's hard to get a sense of what she's like. But this is a nice boat. You could get a lot of miles out of this, and she'll take you anywhere. And she's well, we'll let
I think she's selling for under $1,000 a foot.
under $1,000 a
A
foot.
very good metric.
That is a
By the
good
way.
metric. You're right. That is a good metric. So she's listed at 34.5 right now, I believe, or 35.4 or 30, one or the other. We'll figure it out. We'll post the information. And we'll go up on deck and we'll talk about why it's being sold and a little bit about the racing pedigree.
Not bad. I like the helm.
Yeah, it's a nice binnacle and helm station.
Yeah.
Um,
Raised seat in the back so you can see.
Yep, standard CNC hump there, so when you're heeling, you have some leverage. Do you guys have a table that comes out here?
Do not have a table. I thought that would be a great addition to have.
Yeah.
Much like the Morgan, which I'm very fond of.
Right.
I do like the primary 3-speed winches.
Yeah, these things are ginormous.
Yeah, it really helps pulling in the big Genoa.
What do you reckon something like that costs new? A few $1,000?
Probably, yeah.
That's a good size winch. And you got two primaries, you got some
Yeah,
secondaries here.
A lot of compasses around, which is nice.
Oh yeah, you've got the compass. Isn't there a compass back from when you're sitting at the helm? Is there one on
There's
this?
one on the binnacle here, and then you've
Oh, yeah.
got
There it
two
is.
port and starboard, and then you've got the Signet instrumentations here for
Yep.
boat speed, wind speed.
So you guys have done like the you did the Halifax race on this thing.
Several times. She went
Several
really
times?
well. Yeah, several times.
I
Went
only
really
thought
well.
you guys did that once.
No, she did really well in Halifax.
You I thought your dad said like you won on the corrected time, like the whole division or something.
Yeah.
Not just your fleet, but like the whole. I forget what you call it, but
And they won their class one year, and the other year there was a large protest, and that was unfortunate. We didn't prevail in that.
and so, but your dad. So the reason why your dad bought this is because of the racing prowess, because your dad's background is in racing, right?
Exactly.
Like because didn't he try out for the Olympics?
He went to the Olympics in the Olympic fin, one design.
Wow. Well,
Yeah.
see, he's a
So,
racer.
He's a racer, and then he went to the America's Cup. They were the second boats to represent, but they got knocked out. He was on Nefertiti, which is a very fast
Yeah.
boat. Great boat downwind, but not so fast upwind.
Was it Nefertiti? I feel like that might even be a CNC designed boat, actually. Or was it a 12 meter?
It's a 12 meter.
Oh, it was a 12 meter. Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe they stole a name.
I actually was fortunate enough to see it down the Caribbean.
Oh, really?
Someone bought it and turned it into a private yacht.
Holy cow.
Yeah, we saw it when we were down there cruising in the BVI. That was pretty neat.
Yeah. So your dad's been racing his whole life. He raced
whole
this
life.
thing from the 80s through the 90s, and even just until a couple of years ago, right?
Exactly. He just hung up his spurs about 2 or 3 years ago. He's getting to be 85 now. I think tomorrow's his birthday.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, good to know. So I can do a little brown nose.
Exactly. Yeah. Right.
Get that bottle.
Yeah.
Get that bottle of gin for him. And what was I going to ask about your dad? So this boat, what was the perf rating on this? You remember? It was like
103, I believe.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
a pretty low perf rating. So
Yeah.
you're usually scratch boat in the races that we do.
Typically, yeah.
And you would kick our ass on. We would be on the Sabre 36. And for those of you wondering why we didn't buy this boat, it's because it just didn't fit our cruising needs, really. We were looking for more of a cruising, comfortable boat that wasn't centerboard.
Correct. Correct.
And that you could easily single hand, and this boat really isn't rigged for handing sailing right now. I mean, it
That's
could be.
correct. Yeah, it definitely takes two people to put the main up and the big Genoa. So
Yeah.
it's I mean, we put the roller furling on, which is nice, and that made it nice to go out with two people. But
Yeah, because I
there's a
did
lot
that
of boat to
delivery.
handle.
I did that delivery down to Rockland with him at the end of the season with just the Jenny up and the roller furling, and that was nice. She sailed well with it. We're doing like 7 knots with that thing.
Yeah, yeah.
And that's like a 135. Or
Yeah, it's a
145.
big Genoa.
Yeah.
Yeah, and, interesting. The old man loved it because he would sail down the Chesapeake. So with the centerboard half keel, he could get into a lot of places where he couldn't with a full keel boat. So we used to move the boat back and forth every year from the Chesapeake Bay all the way up to Camden, Maine.
Forgot about that.
And then take it back again in the fall. So there's a lot of great memories going to sea with a lot of friends and different people we drop off along the way.
You also hit some things along the way, as I recall.
I don't remember a lot of those incidents, but I think there were a few.
There's an urban
mishaps,
legend that
trials.
maybe there was a girl on board that was distracting.
There always was a girl on board distracting, yes.
And there may have been a government marker involved. We're not-
I think so. I think there's a little red paint still on the bowsprit.
yeah, but no
there
damage
somewhere.
was done in that accident. There was no insurance
No,
claim.
it buffed right out.
Right, yeah, you buffed it right out, I think, yeah.
Yeah.
And your dad didn't want you to buy the boat. For
No,
that reason.
yeah, you know,
We had no choice but to look
For some reason, you hit one day marker, and you're no longer allowed to buy a boat.
You're no longer allowed to touch the family boat anymore. God. Well, it's a beautiful boat, and I think I forgot about the Chesapeake. That's a good point. I've been watching some YouTube videos of people who sail in the Chesapeake and how shallow it is. And
It is.
You're always bumping the bottom down there.
Definitely.
And so the centerboard is actually kind of key.
Yeah, you can't get into a lot of marinas and a lot of gunk holes down there because anything over 9 feet, and you're hitting the bottom.
What's the draft with the board up on this?
4-6.
4-6. So you can get into some shallow water.
8-6 down. Yeah.
That's pretty sweet.
And even then, we've ran aground a couple times down there in some sandbars.
Jeez.
They move around a little bit down there.
Yeah, they shift. But
Yeah.
But this is a classic CNC 40 1980. As we mentioned, it's the Annapolis Boat Show boat.
Yeah.
With the extra bells and whistles. For those of you who don't know, CNC was founded in 1969 and finally closed the doors in 2017.
Oh, Canada.
Okay, right. Yeah, they're prolific. They're the pride of Canada. I recommend anyone interested in this boat to do a little research on CNC. They made very solid boats and proven racers. And this along with the Landfall was like the iterations of racer cruisers.
Right.
So you
very
could
popular back
get
in
your
the 80s.
racing in and your cruising in and have some fun.
Yeah.
So now we're gonna cover this bad boy back up, or this girl I should say, and try to get out of here without knocking our heads off on these girders, and maybe go look at some other boats while we're here.
Find some of those sailboats.
Yeah, hey, thanks for the tour.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so we have put the contact information for the broker here, and please share this video with anyone you think would be interested in a classic CNC 40 with a tremendous race pedigree, perfect for racing, cruising. She'll take you anywhere. So thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next week.